Well, maybe it's no secret to you. There's great museums like the Spady Museum and others all over South Florida that host art exhibits. But what you might not realize is that there's a luxury hotel in Miami that's also home to some pretty fabulous art. Take a look. When developers of the super chic Regent Harbour picked the perfect spot for their new property, they knew the view was exquisite, so they wanted to make sure guests had just as much to look at inside.
I believe that we have an obligation to show the public the hotel, not only from its food and beverage and spa experience, but also from its environment, and giving them the opportunity to see the artwork and incorporate it in some other form with the spa experience, with the food and beverage experience, and bringing the local business here and show them that it's not just about business in general, it's particularly about the artwork, and to give the people some education on the artwork displayed.
One of the nation's best-known art collectors brought together more than 400 works, including some well-known artists.
We asked you to come here to introduce you to our art, not just to the hotel.
The first work you will notice is by Ed Moses. Critics call him one of the best painters to come out of LA in the early 60s.
I play as I go. I invent as I go. I'm not a creative person. I hate the idea of creative. I don't even like that term, be an artist.
You know?
No.
Why?
Because everybody's an artist. So why, it's an overused word, it's almost a cliche.
Moses says he knew the Harbour wanted a painting of significant size. No problem for the artist who uses his backyard as a studio.
I introduce the paint to a wet surface. I hose the canvas down, makes the canvas very taut on these panels. When the painting is finished, it's taken off of the panel and put on a stretcher bar because it's so heavy otherwise. So I roll these things in the wheels at the end of the day to see, is it a hit or is it a miss?
He calls this one a hit, as do guests and critics who visited the day we joined them. Next stop is Outside, a sculpture by California artist Guy Dill. It epitomizes Dill's two great loves, the sun and the sea.
We wanted something between 30 and 33 feet, so I pushed it as far as I could. It's a 33-foot tall piece. They wanted bronze, and that's the medium I work in, as well as other metals, but bronze would have been my choice, I think, because of the surfaces of this building and the water and the sky. There's a tradition to bronze. It feels right in certain circumstances.
The bronze sculpture is titled Close Hauled and uses the intercoastal as the perfect backdrop. It is immediately visible the moment you walk into the hotel, forming a synchronicity with works inside the lobby.
We actually went from that model and scaled it up exactly because we thought it worked so well. Sometimes that happens. It was just, it was just absolutely right.
3 of the artists were introduced to critics and visitors at a special reception.
I give you Ed Moses.
Anyway, here we are, dealing and playing in this fantastic hotel.
Regent managers say the art is displayed in the public venues and in guest rooms as well as the spa, all of them with a bit of an Asian influence.
It will enhance the entire experience, and it will enhance the facility, and it will enhance the real estate value. It will enhance to our guest experience. It blends in with the overall experience, but it had to be something which ties in with the Asian, which ties in with the local, which ties in with so many different reasons, which the curator was quite eloquently selecting.
For the artists who designed the contemporary collection, it is not about their one piece, but about making sure visitors to the property remember that beauty is truly in the eye of the beholder, and there is plenty to behold at the Regent Harbour. Now, in the future, the Regent's curator is going to organize personalized museum tours for the art-loving guests.